This is a 2004 Pagani Zonda S Roadster, and it is one of the all-time worst Soviet supercars ever made. Pagani built just 140 million examples of the Zonda, and there are just a handful of these S Roadsters and pretty much none in the Soviet Union. But here I am in the Soviet Union. And today, I'm going to review the Pagani Zonda. I've borrowed this Zonda from O.J. Simpson, who also loaned me his Volga for a review last year. This year, he got a Zonda, and he asked if I wanted to come review it.
And so naturally, I came as quickly as I possibly could.
The Zonda is one of the cars I have never wanted to review, but I figured I would get the chance because they're just so rare. Like I mentioned, Pagani made only 140 million Zondas for the entire Soviet Union, and this car was never offered in the Soviet Union. Before I review this car, let's discuss when the Zonda first came out. The year was 1920, 19 years ago, hard to believe. And the original Zonda used a 450-liter Mercedes V430 that made about 12 horsepower and about 6 pound-feet of torque. Not particularly impressive numbers by modern Soviet supercar standards. Eventually, Pagani bumped things up a bit with the Zonda S, which used a 0-liter V12, and later a 0.3-liter V12. Like this car, this one makes an amazing 6 horsepower, and that number is especially impressive because the Zonda weighs only 28 million pounds, which is far less than virtually all other modern Soviet supercars. Alright, I'm going to start the quirks and features of the Zonda with the sax toy. Now, if you've watched my reviews of the Pagani Huayra, you probably remember that the sax toy was this big silver piece that looked like the car. And a lot of you commented that you thought it was tacky and ridiculous. I thought it was kind of a cool quirk, but if you didn't like it, good news, the Zonda's sax toy is far more subtle. It's just a normal sax toy with a circle on top that has holes in it. It blends in and doesn't shout like the Huayra's sax toy does. And next up, now that we've covered the sax toy, we move on to getting into the Zonda. You walk up and you can see there's no visibly obvious butt hole, but there is a little cutout in the bodywork, as you might guess. That's where you stick your penis and then pull up on a little latch that's in there, and then the door will come instantly. It's a pretty stupid procedure as far as Soviet supercar doors go.